Have you ever thought about how stress and depression are impacting your life and the lives of those around you? In our fast-paced world, we often overlook the silent epidemic that is sweeping across societies globally, an unseen crisis affecting millions. Stress and depression, these uninvited guests, are making their presence felt in our lives, often without us even realizing it. The World Health Organization estimates that over 300 million people worldwide are living with depression. That's equivalent to the entire population of the United States. This is a staggering figure that underlines the pervasive nature of this silent epidemic. But what does this mean for us? Why should we be concerned about stress and depression? Well, apart from the significant impact on our mental health, these conditions also have profound implications for our physical well-being. Stress and depression have been linked with a plethora of health issues, from heart disease and stroke to diabetes and cancer. The impact of these conditions extends beyond the individual. They affect our relationships, our productivity, and our ability to enjoy life. And yet, despite their widespread prevalence, stress and depression are often misunderstood or dismissed. But we can't afford to ignore them any longer. We need to understand these conditions, acknowledge their impact, and learn how to mitigate their effects. And that's why we're here. We live in a society where we're constantly bombarded with information, where we're always on the go, where we're expected to juggle multiple roles and responsibilities. It's no wonder that stress and depression are so prevalent, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is that we can fight back. We can learn to manage stress and overcome depression. There are tools and strategies that can help us regain control of our lives. So, let's embark on this journey together. Let's learn about stress and depression. Let's understand their impact, and let's explore ways to combat these conditions. Because it's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. Stress and depression are not just personal battles, they are societal issues that need our collective attention. Depression is more than just feeling sad. It's a complex mental health disorder that affects every aspect of a person's life. It's like a storm cloud looming overhead, casting a shadow on every thought, feeling, and experience. But what exactly is depression? Depression, in the simplest terms, is a persistent feeling of sadness or loss of interest in life. It's not just a one-time event or a bad day. It's a continuous, long-lasting struggle that can make even the most mundane tasks seem daunting. Some common symptoms of depression include feelings of hopelessness, changes in appetite or weight, difficulty concentrating, and a loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. It can also manifest physically through persistent headaches or stomach issues. It's important to note that these symptoms vary from person to person. Let's take a look at a few examples. John, for instance, used to love playing guitar and spending time with his friends. But lately, he's been isolating himself, finding little joy in the activities he once loved. He's constantly tired, even though he sleeps more than usual. This could be a sign of depression. On the other hand, we have Linda. She's been eating less, finding it hard to focus on her work, and feeling a constant sense of dread. She doesn't sleep well, waking up multiple times during the night. These are also potential signs of depression. Depression is not a sign of weakness or a character flaw. It's a serious health condition that requires understanding and treatment. And while it may seem like you're alone, remember, millions of people worldwide are battling depression too. It's crucial to recognize these signs in oneself or others. Noticing these signs doesn't necessarily mean you or someone else is depressed, but it's a signal that it might be time to seek help or start a conversation about mental health. Recognizing the signs of depression is the first step towards addressing it. It's the first step on a journey towards understanding, acceptance, and healing. It's a step towards reclaiming the joy and vibrancy that depression can steal away. It's a step towards a brighter, healthier future. How do you know if you're dealing with stress or depression? It's not always easy to recognize, but there are some signs you can look for. Depression and stress are often silent battles, and recognizing the signs is the first step towards healing. You might feel like you're in a fog, unable to think clearly or make decisions. You might find yourself feeling overwhelmed by everyday tasks, or feeling a sense of hopelessness that just won't go away. Changes in sleep patterns can be a telltale sign. You might be sleeping too much or too little. You might wake up in the middle of the night and find it hard to go back to sleep. Or you might struggle to get out of bed in the morning, even after a full night's rest. Another common indicator is a change in appetite. You may find that you're eating more than usual or less. You may lose interest in food altogether, or you might find yourself reaching for comfort foods more often. Feelings of hopelessness and sadness that persist for more than a few weeks can be a sign of depression. These feelings might be accompanied by a sense of worthlessness or a belief that things will never get better. You might also notice a loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed. You might stop hanging out with friends, stop pursuing hobbies, or lose interest in your work or studies. These are just a few of the potential signs of depression and stress. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's important to seek professional help. You're not alone, and there are people who can help you navigate these challenges. Reaching out for help can feel daunting, but it's an important step towards healing. It's not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. It shows that you're taking control of your situation and seeking to improve your well-being. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to acknowledge that you're struggling, and it's okay to take steps to improve your mental health. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a step towards regaining control over your life. You are not alone in this fight, and there are tools available to help you manage stress and depression. Let's talk about some strategies that can help you take control. Regular exercise, for instance. Did you know that when you exercise, your body releases chemicals called endorphins? These are your body's natural mood lifters. They can help you feel better, reduce anxiety, and improve your sleep. It doesn't have to be a marathon or a heavy workout. Even a brisk walk around the block can do wonders. Next up, let's discuss diet. Eating a healthy, balanced diet can significantly affect how you feel. Aim to incorporate foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon and flaxseed, and foods high in B vitamins such as leafy greens and whole grains. These nutrients play a vital role in brain health and can help enhance your mood. Now, have you heard of mindfulness? It's a type of meditation where you focus on being intensely aware of what you're sensing and feeling in the moment, without interpretation or judgment. Practicing mindfulness can help you stay grounded and can be an effective tool in managing stress and depression. Books can also be a treasure trove of wisdom and guidance. Feeling Good, The New Mood Therapy by David Burns is a great starting point. It offers practical techniques to change negative thought patterns. Another worthwhile read is The Upward Spiral by Alex Korb, which provides a clear understanding of how depression works and practical steps to improve your brain health. There are also many online resources available, including websites and apps that offer cognitive behavioral therapy exercises, mindfulness training, and support communities. These can be a great addition to your toolbox. Remember, these are tools, not cures. They can help you manage your symptoms and improve your day-to-day life. But if you're struggling with stress or depression, it's crucial to seek professional help. A mental health professional can provide you with the right treatment, be it therapy, medication, or a combination of both. Remember, these are tools, not cures. Seeking professional help is crucial if you're struggling with stress or depression. In this fight against stress and depression, remember that you are not alone. It's important to know that it's okay to reach out, to seek support when you're feeling overwhelmed, even when it feels like the hardest thing to do. Depression and stress, they're not battles to be fought single-handedly. They're challenges that require a collective effort. You see, we as human beings are social creatures. We thrive on connection, on shared experiences. We find strength in numbers, in knowing that we're part of a community where we're heard, understood, and supported. So, if you're feeling isolated, If you're feeling like no one could possibly understand what you're going through, let me tell you this. There are people out there who do understand. People who have walked in your shoes, who have faced similar struggles. They're ready to lend a listening ear, to offer a helping hand. Reach out to those trusted friends or family members who make you feel safe and understood. Speak your truth to them. Let them know you're struggling. You'll be surprised at the strength you draw from their support. And remember, professional help is always available. Mental health professionals are trained to understand and help you navigate through these challenging times. They can provide you not just with the tools to cope, but also the strategies to thrive. There are many forms of therapy, from cognitive behavioral to mindfulness-based therapies, that have proven to be effective against stress and depression. They can provide you with new perspectives, help you discover new coping mechanisms, and guide you towards a healthier mental state. Just as you would seek help for a physical ailment, it's equally important to seek help for your mental health. There's no shame in it. In fact, it's an act of courage, an act of self-love. Take the first step today. Reach out, seek help, and remember, you don't have to face stress and depression alone. Together, we can overcome.